Emma Hayes is an intriguing football coach who is currently coaching Chelsea Women, where she's won 9 trophies since 2015, making her the most successful coach in Chelsea's club history, and has cemented her status as a true great within the women's game. Hayes' Chelsea side are currently sitting first in the Women's Super League, just 2 points ahead of Manchester City, and if that final game is won, that will see Chelsea top the Super League and claim their 4th league title in 5 years. For much of their dominance domestically, they haven't been able to replicate that success in Europe, but they have a chance this season. Now in the final of the UEFA Champions League, the first female coach to do so, they meet Barcelona and can become the first English side to win the competition since Arsenal in 2007. And with that, here is a tactical analysis of Chelsea's Emma Hayes' side, and I also have an Emma Hayes football manager tactic. But before we get into the analysis side of things, check this app from OneFootball. I'm proud to announce that the RDF Tactics YouTube channel has teamed up with OneFootball. It's a great footballing app. If you haven't tried it out before, then make sure you do. It's free, so why not? You have nothing to lose, and the link is in the description below. My personal favourite thing about the app is receiving the latest news, transfer rumours, tracking live scores, but also, and of course, getting match stats so I can make videos just like this one. There's a video section as well. It's a pretty cool app where you can watch football highlights, historic moments, and even post or pre-match conferences. I'm currently using the app to receive news on my favourite team, as you have the option to do so. It's a really good app to get your daily football updates and football news. So give it a go. It's completely free, and I promise you, you won't look back. And remember, the link is in the description below. Emma Hayes is a fan of attractive and offensive football. Having worked at Arsenal, she's also been influenced by Arsene Wenger, and it's the fluid attacking football that she tries to bring to her Chelsea side, which is a joy to watch and is surely a joy to play in. Emma Hayes occasionally has set up in a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-1-2 formation this season, but the formation primarily used is the 4-2-3-1, which transforms into a 4-4-2 or a 4-2-4 when Chelsea are in possession with the wingers inverting and gives them a solid foundation to be on the front foot. Chelsea under Hayes are an attacking side, even more so in the 4-2-3-1, as this enables them to press high more effectively than when using the 4-3-1-2. You could then say the 4-3-1-2 is a more reserved system, as Chelsea can now block off routes centrally, but in either system, it's clear to see that Chelsea have worked a way out to get the best from their star attacking players. Those star players are the league's top scorer, Sam Kerr, the creative forward Frank Kirby, the advanced playmaker Pernell Harder, and the excellent Erin Cuthbert. Bethany England has also performed to a high standard when in the side. All apart from Sam Kerr have been very versatile, which aids in Chelsea's quick passing combination between the front four in attack, causing nightmares for the opposing defence. The intriguing partnership between Kirby, Harder and Cuthbert allowed Chelsea to attack the opponent's defence in various ways. Kirby and Cuthbert on the flanks have excellent off the ball movement, but it's their triangular shape with Harder that proves too difficult and creates a heavy presence in around the box with Sam Kerr on the shoulder of the defences. Fran Kirby is creating 6.15 shot creating actions per 90 and is truly one of the league's top talents. She tops the goals and assists per 90 tallies too, with 1.68 per 90, and her teammate Sam Kerr is second with 1.59, demonstrating how effective Chelsea are going forward. Their main route to attack is through central areas, but this may be a natural result due to Chelsea's wingers inverting. Placing their key players centrally can install some doubt in the opponent's defensive plan. Suppose the opponents choose to pack out the central areas and defend narrow. In that case, this could leave space for the fullbacks to exploit the wider areas or a striker to drift wide, where Chelsea can send in their dangerous crosses. Chelsea crossed the ball 14.3 times per 90, the second most in the WSL, and with their smart off the ball movement from the offensive players combined with the quality of crosses and finishes within the squad, you can see why they've been effective from crossing this season. Chelsea in possession and going forward are proven too difficult to handle in the Women's Super League. On average, they have 59% of the ball in possession, mostly attempting short to medium passes, 5 to 30 yards. Surprisingly enough, they've also played the most longer passes per 90 with 122.8, impressively completing 81.4% of those longer passes, aiding their unpredictability in attack. They're also a clinical side when they break their opponents down. Chelsea have scored 64 goals, joint with Manchester City, Chelsea also have the highest expected goals in the league too. Not only are they a positive side, but they create excellent goal scoring chances, and the likes of Sam Kerr has no problem burying those chances. Hayes' Chelsea side tend to defend in a mid to high block, where they complete most of their tackles within the mid third and the attacking third. Against teams who play out from the back, Chelsea's attacking players block routes centrally, forcing the opponents to use the wider spaces, increasing the likeliness of forcing a mistake. In the 4-2-3-1, the attacking midfielder will join the striker in a double press, forcing the opponents to play out wide, where the wingers will then look to intercept a pass to the opponent's fullbacks or press them aggressively to win the ball. If the opponents bypass the press, Chelsea's defensive players will then adopt a tight marking system, ensuring they can stay compact and not leave any gaps between the lines. Chelsea boast the best defence in the league, having only conceded 10 goals in 21 games along with an expected goals against of 12, again topping the charts. In games, it's Chelsea who have most of the ball and don't do that much defending, but when they do, most of it is in the attacking third. In particular, Frank Kirby and Beth England have played significant roles in winning the ball back high for Chelsea. Per 90, Beth England has completed 11.8 pressures in the final third. Only one other player who has played 10 or more in the league has completed a higher number of pressures in the final third. Frank Kirby comes in second for Chelsea with 9.86, but when it comes to tackling, it's Pernille Harder who has completed the most in the final third for Chelsea with 1.2 per 90, and Erin Cuthbert coming in second with 0.83. So it's clear for me, at least, that defensively the attacking players are crucial and that Chelsea really do defend from the front. To conclude, Chelsea is in a great position to win both the WSL and the UEFA Women's Champions League, ending a remarkable season for Hayes and Chelsea. She's remained flexible tactically, switching between a fair share of formations but with the same game plan, which is to be brave and adventurous on the ball and aggressive when the ball has been lost. With a goal scorer in Sam Kerr in the side and Frank Kirby, who's been tremendous at both goal scoring and providing, Chelsea can go into their final with great confidence. Still, the future for Chelsea's women's side is looking very bright, with Chelsea seemingly improving year by year, and Emma Hayes' reputation is continuously growing along with the women's game. And with that wraps up this tactical analysis provided by myself. We are now going to go into Football Manager and check out this Emma Hayes tactic. Spoiler, you won't be disappointed. So, with this video, we are going to go straight into the results first. In the Premier League, you can see that we actually finished third. We didn't manage to win the league, but we were just 3 points off the top. So in the league, we played 38 games, we won 26, we drew 6, and we also lost 6. 5 of those losses came away from home, and we only lost 1 home game during the whole season. We did have a goal difference of plus 51 also. In the UEFA Champions League, we didn't do too great. We got knocked out in the first round by Inter Milan. In the Emirates FA Cup, we came up runners up, and in the Carabao Cup, we got knocked out in the 4th round by Liverpool. In the league though, we did score the 3rd most goals in the league. We had the 5th most shots for, the 3rd fewest shots against. We had the 4th best pass completion, but we did come in 2nd with the average possession with 57%. We didn't win anywhere near the most tackles in the league. We didn't even make the most dribbles or anywhere near the most dribbles in the league. We did have the best clean sheets though, with 24 clean sheets, and we conceded the fewest. For the top goal scorers, Tammy Abraham coming in joint 2nd with 17 goals. Reece James though has the most assists with 14. Hakim Ziyech coming in joint 6th with 10. For the most shots, Tammy Abraham. For the most player of the match awards, unfortunately we do not have any players there. But now let's head over to the tactic side of things. So for the tactic, I used a 4-2-3-1, and in goal we do have the sweeper keeper on the support duty. Left back is a fullback on the support duty. He's instructed to sit narrower and mark tighter. On the right we have a wing back on the attack duty who is instructed to mark tighter. In central defence we have 1 ball playing defender, and well, we have 2 ball playing defenders actually, and they both are instructed to mark tighter. In central midfield, we are using a box-to-box midfielder. He's instructed to mark tighter as well. And we are also using a deep line playmaker on the defend duty. He's instructed to take more risk alongside mark tighter. In attacking midfield, on the flanks, on the left we have an inverted winger on support, he's instructed to run from his position. On the right we have an inside forward who's instructed to get further forward, run from their position and sit narrower. In between them we have an advanced playmaker on the attack duty, he's instructed to get further forward, move into those channels and also mark tighter. Lastly, up top we have the advanced forward, instructed to dribble more and shoot more often. For the team instructions, for the mentality we are using a balanced mentality, for the attacking width we are using standard. For the approach play we are going to pass into the space, we're going to play out from the defence and focus through the middle. For the passing directness, shorter passing and extremely high tempo. In the final third we are sending our crosses in low, we are going to work the ball into the box and be more expressive for the creative freedom. In transition, when the possession has been lost we are going to counter press, but when the possession has been won we don't have any instructions there. When the goalkeeper is in possession he is going to take short kicks. Out of possession, for the defensive shape we are using the offside trap with the higher defence line, with the higher line of engagement, pressing intensity set to extremely urgent, and we are preventing the short goalkeeper distribution. That wraps up the tactics. We're now going to look at the squad stats. We're going to see who scored the most goals, who's got the most assists in Chelsea before wrapping up this video. So for the goal scorers, well, we have a lot of goal scorers here. Timo Werner managed to score 10 in 16 starts. Kai Havertz got 11 goals in 44 starts. Christian Pulisic also got 11 goals but in 32 starts. For Callum Hudson-Odoi, he got 13 goals in 34 starts. Hakim Ziyech getting 13 goals as well in 35 starts. Tammy Abraham finally getting 28 goals in 46 starts. So we have 6 players who scored 10 goals or more, which is very, very impressive, especially for an attacking side. For the assist, we have Christian Pulisic on 10 assists, we have Mason Mount on 12, we have Hakim Ziyech on 13, and we also have Reece James on 19. A great season for Reece James, also for Hakim Ziyech. But unfortunately, that wraps up this video. Thank you guys for listening and thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this just as much as I have recording this. Don't forget, if you are new or you haven't yet, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you like this video. Also, you can leave a comment if you have any recommendations. The purpose of this video solely was to get more people interested and more people educated about the women's game, especially on Emma Hayes. I find her tactically intriguing, so hopefully you guys are going to be tuned in to the UEFA Champions League final. Obviously the men's one, but also the women's. But stay safe, I will see you guys soon, speak to you soon, see ya.